pleasure to preside in the swearing in of Sean Frantom, who is your newest county commissioner. And I think I'll take just a minute, if you will, and take some poetic license in order to share some of my thoughts. I've watched Sean as he's developed as a leader in this community. I commend him to you as a person who has dedicated himself to knowing first everything that he can about this community and about the people of the community. I've seen him demonstrate a love for the people of this community and a desire to serve. He has worked through this community in a very unselfish way. Indeed, his very vocation itself is a very unselfish undertaking, and he has prospered in it as a result of that. The people who are coming to our city in order to see that their children are properly treated in the best medical facilities in the country have a place to stay and are attended to during the time that they are expected to attend to their children. So Sean Frantom is a very special person to this community, and I think that we should all be proud that the electorate, that is the people, have selected someone of this caliber in order to participate in the policy-making decisions that are made by each one of the persons who will soon become his colleagues. And we're very, very proud of every single one of them, and we thank you all for your services as well. And so I think if I were to share any words of wisdom for Sean, it would be the words of Thomas Aquinas. And these have been words that have been shared among leaders in communities and in nations for about 800 years now. And that is, what makes a good decision? What is it that makes a good decision? Well, Aquinas tells us that there are only 4 criteria to make a good decision. And so, Sean, I'm going to leave those 4 criteria with you today. And they are, is it right? It's pretty simple. Seems like a simple question to ask, but it's a question that should be asked every time we're called upon to make a decision, because our decisions impact individuals who are real people. They impact, in your case, it will impact a community that is made up of real people. Is it right? Is it fair to all? Is it fair to all? Is it not only fair to the people in District 7, but is it fair to the people in every one of the districts that are to be served throughout this community? It's the second question. Is it fair to all? If it's not fair to all, then your decision is not a good decision. And you should abandon that decision and choose something else that is right and is fair to all. The third criteria is it long-term? Is it long-term in its duration? Will this decision serve the people as the right decision and the moral decision for the long term? Or is it merely stopgap? Is it something that's done for the moment, and maybe with the idea that we'll just revisit it shortly? Well, if in fact your decision is a stopgap measure and it's not long-term, then it's not a good decision, and you should abandon that decision. And you should go and determine what indeed would be the right decision, the fair decision, and the long-term decision. And the fourth, and especially true in our society today, is your decision born of moderation? Is it born of moderation? Our society has become extremely polarized today. We find that those people who are unwilling to adopt positions on one extreme or the other are ostracized from our society. But if you will ask yourself, who is it that you admire the most, that you had admired as you came along and you watched good people making good decisions for the benefit of large numbers of people, you will find that it's those people who thought in moderation and who were willing to consider the impact on people who might actually have positions that approach extremes on either side? Is it born of moderation? And so we should divest ourselves from any sort of polarizing positions. We should be willing to listen in order to see to it that our decision that is right and that is fair and that is long-term is also one that is born of moderation. And so that's what I would commend to you today, to be a simple guide that you can employ when you're sitting up there and you're making these important decisions that impact real people, every single one of them, real people in a real way. So with that, let me swear you in. Will you raise your right hand? I, Sean Frantom, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully discharge and perform all the duties incumbent on me as Commissioner of Augusta according to the best of my ability and understanding. I do further swear that I am not the holder of any unaccounted for public money due this state or any political subdivision or authority thereof. That I am not the holder of any office of trust under the government of the United States or any other state or any foreign state which I am by laws of the state of Georgia prohibited from holding. I do further swear that I have been a resident of the district I represent for the time required by law, and I am otherwise qualified to hold the office of Commissioner according to the Constitution and laws of the state of Georgia. I do further swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and of this state. So help me God. Congratulations.
Supporters and those that voted for me, just thank y'all so much. We have an opportunity to really work on the future of Augusta, and my team that worked so hard to get me elected. I just can't thank you enough. To the people of District 7, I look forward to being an engaging commissioner for you and making sure that I'm transparent in what I do while sitting up here. To my colleagues, I'm excited to join the team. We got to move this ship forward in a positive manner and work for the people. And I'm just excited and ready to get to work. So thank y'all for what y'all do, and I'm ready to go. Thank you.